So, for those that do not remember, Hugo's lovely dad book, my favorite, middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature of various esteemed publications. If you're here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know, and I'm sorry. On a Friday night, you're most likely to brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A remembrance of things past by Marcel Proust. What are your turn-ons? Muscles. I don't have those, buddy. What did you want to be when you grew up? A movie star. What's your favorite movie genre? Documentaries on art history. What's your ideal date? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. What do you never leave home without? My glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot. And I spend a lot of time thinking about, I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. Alright, let's message Hugo. Let's do the thing, guys. I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometime? I wait a few minutes before the computer dings. I like how everyone's responsive except for Robert. I'm so glad you messaged me. And I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to an aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them? Uh-oh. Penguins! I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for. And they're in middle school. Arguably the worst age to be. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost like she'd been crying. My boo! Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, are you alright?
I'm fine.
Oh, of course. I'm fine. I just got to thinking about the Backstreet Boys. They had a reunion. The Backstreet Boys are back, alright? Yeah, this is different. But they're different. Something's wrong with them. Like they're a dream someone had once but can no longer remember. And there's no one talking about it. And they just go on like everything's normal. But were they original? Were they really the only ones? Let's do that one. The answer is no. We see boy bands come and go all the time. When they're popular, they will act as if they don't like their own music, and in a few decades, their songs will be considered classics. It's just the way the world works. The Beatles were once the hot new boy band, you know? So, do fathers just lose their dad license if they don't mention the Beatles at least once in a month? Yes, but mentions of Rush or Billy Joel are acceptable in a pinch. But seriously, you know you can talk to me about anything, right? Yeah, that's why I'm talking to you about Backstreet Boys. I'm talking about the Backstreet Boys with you. Okay, just remember that it's okay to be sad. And also remember that I love you very much. And only want what's best for you. That's all. Alright, jeez, don't make me cry again. Hey, how was middle school for you? Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible. Everyone sucks. No self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40 plus hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day? Over top 40s pop? Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? Honestly, I didn't like it, but I thought it was fine. It's kind of like my experience with middle school in general. I thought it was fine. There's nothing really out of the ordinary for me. I had friends who, oh no, they all wronged me in some way, shape, or form. They were all terrible to me. And wait, I was terrible to them too. It's all rushing back to me. Middle school was awful. I had repressed it for so long. Dad, did we just have a breakthrough? I think we did. See, middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help in the to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was a clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They just gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. Oh, is that why you don't eat clam chowder anymore? No, it's because Bobby Willingham threw up in one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the only one who saw it happen. Ew! 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 It haunts me. Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past. Firmly. Anyway, you should do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help, plus you get to hang out with a cool fish. Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. What are you worried? That a whale is gonna pop out of the... I'm terrified of whales! We just learned that from Joseph's story. That's fantastic. What are you worried that a whale is gonna pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put fear in my heart. Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there. Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean. I sit back at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. Duh, whale phobia. Apparently I have a huge whale phobia. I arrive at the aquarium to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddled around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end.
I don't know.
Hugo jogs up to me looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo, it's been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed and most of the kids won't stop screaming, and I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar.
Oh.
Great. Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle? What's a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground, playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All the kids look up for a moment and stare at Hugo. Then they go back to texting. At least they're quiet. Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces while pull any stunts. It's middle school after all. We'll see. I had braces in high school. The classes start filing into the aquarium and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. Aw, shark. Aw, fishies, stingrays, a octopus. Is it gonna be a squid, guys? If you guys see a squid, just like spam chat with squid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you cannot borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just busy work so that the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asks them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. See, I would have totally taken that 10 minutes to just sit there. Teacher hacks. I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does an aquarium have to do with books? We just did a unit on the old man and the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays. It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on. They have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. I know that fish. That right there is a lionfish. Do you know how their stomachs can expand to up to... Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? Whoa.
Hey.
Their spines are venomous, too. Nature is hardcore. You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank. That's a stonefish. They're grumpy-looking. I love them. The most venomous fish in the world. And they just, like, keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless as long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them? Tissue necrosis. Cool. Nature's wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Stop it. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the... I have no idea what we're talking about. Wiggly fish. Blue-nosed wiggly fish. Oh, no. Does anyone know what I'm supposed to say? Yeah? Okay, wait. Let's see if you're easy to please or hard to please. So we'll do the hump fed like you said. Yeah. Did you know that? Psychiatric trick fish. Fuck! This is the only species of fish known to develop clinical depression. Wait, are you serious? Absolutely not. I'm playing for a gag here. Ha, good one. Only a like. Can I just get some eggplants, please? Paranormal. This fish sleeps upside down, but contrary to popular belief, it's not an actual vampire. That's the vampire fish. Wait, are you serious? Serious as a heart attack. We're talking fish here. There's no time for jokes. Oh, damn it. Okay. Absolutely not. I'm playing it for the gag here. Ha, good one. We lead the kids to their room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids from starting a fight over Capri Sun. I walk around the room, reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside of the enclosure. After a while, I look around to see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples of the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry, hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Hey. Wow. I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? I'd rather stare at you. Would that be weird? I'm gonna say this because it's creepy. What? Yeah, no. You don't say that. Turns bright red. Maybe I should put it on a little thick. Shark kiss? Okay, I'll try and see what happens. No, Kyle, one's eating the other. Well, we stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. What happens if I say the other one? We can learn a great deal. A great many mysteries lie in the ocean. It truly is fascinating to be able to observe it in a setting such as this. Eggplants! That's a very astute point, Kyle. We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands. Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand in the water. Aren't you supposed to wash your hands beforehand, or you wash your hands after? One or the other. Don't you want to pet some rays, Kyle? Oh, I think I'm good. I think I should just stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. Come on, it'll be fun and informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me in my delicious hands if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed, and the horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to the touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank. Slowly dipping my hand into the cold water, I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See? Not so bad. It feels like fun, slimy leather. Fun? Things get a little less scary when you learn more about them, right? I like that actually a lot. I dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. I pull away blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, I just get a little carried away with something? Wait, that girl over there looks suspicious. Why is that?
Oh.
Are backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. Oh no! Kids are trying to steal the sea life! Starfish. Starfish loves you. Oh my god. Yes. Susan, get back here! Hugo runs after a middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. That was a cute little moment of holding hands, though. That was actually pretty cute. Alright. Want to tell me what's in the bag? Textbooks? Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. We don't have time for games here. It's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. What? I'm not afraid to hit a child. I was thinking the first one. We don't have time for games here. Goes back in the tank now. Hold on. What's the other ones? Do I have to be mean? I don't know what that is. I had a bud go down for that once. He came out a changed man. Said he missed the bars. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do.
Oh.
Yes, well, I am. Can you please put down the bag? Next time we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move.
Huh?
Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops it up, scoops it up, places it back into the tank. She gives us a disapproving smile. Look. Disapproving look. Jesus, Susan. What was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside? Where was he gonna... Where he was gonna die? Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, and hands where we can see him. Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder. Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time it's happened here. Or the last. We don't even get hearts. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks, sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautifully colored underwater plant life surrounds us. I'm gonna load the other one because we didn't even get like a nice thing or anything. No. Anyway. Goes back in the tank now. Can't tell me what to do. Yes, well I am. Okay, so that's the same thing. Alright.
Whoa.
My bad. There we go. The next room, we see a variety. Look over there. Hugo points to some seahorses gathered at the bottom of the tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth. That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. Low murmur from the students. They just jump back on their phones. I would go watch. That's fucking cool. Anyway, fun fact, male seahorses can give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Jesus. Man, we thought we had it hard. I wonder if they have a deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. If they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All, however, many thousand of them. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo. It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. Hugo's got the right idea. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Do we get to see the penguins? Yes, we get to see the penguins. That's hell yes. Penguins! Our group of kids run around the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't so bad.
Sweet Manchego.
Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. Save. Wait, just kidding, it's very bad. Is it one of ours? It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees. How the fuck did she get in there? First of all, really bad way of closing off your enclosure if people can get in it. Second of all, ninja. Over the other side of the enclosure, I see a door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around. I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs toward the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody, everybody, everybody. I have an announcement. The whole room turns towards Hugo. Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. Run into the enclosure and greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst, hey! The girl whips around to look at me, her nose pink from the cold. You can't be in here. Neither can you. I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me.
I don't know.
Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we were discussing the birdness of penguins. Birdness. This is a real term, right? Right? The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. These two kids are activists, but this is not the time. Where are you even going to go? They're even gonna go. They're gonna live in my closet. Look, I just don't have the time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here. Not until I save a penguin. Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions. So they don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs here. Did I mention they don't fly? The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. I was gonna try to relate to her. I think back to the time I released all of the feeder mice from the pet store. It was a disaster. I was 6, but it was a disaster. Molly, you know, life can be cruel. Money? Money! Give me money! Wow, so she wants to be bribed. I'll give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay, well give it to me right now. I reach into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well I have 12 and some change. Also, here's a button here. Is that enough? Pay me the other 8 later and we have a deal. We moved to shake on our agreement before I suddenly realized there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block these birds.
Block
Oh my god!
bird.
There's Molly. Nope. Is this a sword? What's my point? Oh! Why am I hitting? These poor penguins! Penguins escaped where? What? What? What is happening here? Why am I hitting penguins with hands? No! Get away! Stop it! Knock it off! Stop it! No! Get away! Oh my god! No!
Fly back team.
Penguin escaped with money! The penguins had money in their mouth! Penguins escaped too. I tried really hard. Buddy, do you need me to go back? Penguin abuse! Seriously, what the fuck? Glad that's over. Just in time, too. Looks like Hugo's wrapping up his diversionary penguin speech.
Oh.
And that's why I think penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap out of sense of duty. Everyone starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over. Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega. You realize that the penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have a dead penguin on your hands. Well, it was the thought that counts. No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8.
What?
What? I'll pay you later, kid. Molly turns off towards Susan. Runs off. Wow. I suppose so that they can compare animal thief notes. You're not off the hook, Molly.
Oh.
Kyle, did you just bribe a child? I don't think I had a choice there. You can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line is what I was gonna say. I'm gonna say that one. Listen, man, we've all done dark things in our lives. I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe a child to save a penguin. The me today knows different. I only wish I could go back.
Oh.
Let's just get through the day and get out of here. I think that could have gone better. Hold up. I bribed a child. It was the only way to get her out of the exhibit. I'm not proud of what I've done. There we go. Honesty! I'm not proud of it either. Or of my penguin facts TM lecture. Trademark. But at least we got her out. Let's just get through the day and get out of here. Honesty is best. With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop and we make our way back out to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium and the kids load into the buses, Hugo pulls me aside.
Ah.
Hey, Kyle, thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver. It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun. Let me take you out next time to make it up to you. You like cheese boards? It's a cheese board. There's nothing on earth more satisfying than a good cheese board. What is a cheese board? Let's do that one. Yep. Great. Oh, right, he loves cheese! I forgot about that. Like a weird, obsession with cheese. Great. Well, I gotta go make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where Panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework. How was the aquarium? It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin. We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw. You got to go into the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though. I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a what? Kind of a stick in the mud. He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes. You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. Or just college. A. What did I get? I could have definitely have gotten just an A or B.
Paradise Lost. Just
What?
found.
I heard something about being lost and found. Either way, got an S. What? Taped sports. Potty humor. Tweed. Lots of tweed, apparently. Hemingway. Hemingway wasn't even there, if we're talking about Ernest, but anyway. Lots of water. No theft. And now I got Asiago-Getter. 1 out of 3.